Good morning. It is November 5th, and today we're gonna go explore the 3,000-year-old city of Perge. We'll take the tram from Antalya here to Aksu and then walk up there and learn what we can about it throughout the day. Made it to Aksu. Okay, off the tram. I think we have about a 30-minute walk, it says. So to get here, you just hop on the Expo tram and get off at Aksu, where we're at now. And you can just scan a credit card or Apple Pay or equivalent on a different phone. And it cost me about 98 cents, I think. Which they don't have a scan when you leave. It looks like it's just one price whenever you ride transit here. Actually just said 18 minutes from the station there, not 30. Another mosque over there. As we're walking here, I wanted to mention we did look into doing a boat tour. The last video when we were at the dock, I thought about looking into it, so we did. And we found they're pretty cheap, just 20-something dollars. But I started looking at some reviews, which sometimes is good or bad, doesn't always give you an accurate picture, but on Get Your Guide especially, the reviews were a little low. And so far, anywhere I've ever done a tour, bought a tour on there, the reviews are always really high, so it just made me curious why they were lower than usual. And so I did start reading some of the reviews, and pretty much a bunch of them were mentioning a few things that kind of started putting me off of doing it. And so one of them was, people kept mentioning how it was really unorganized and they just never really knew where to go to get picked up, or how long they had on an island, or just any info of what the plan was. They struggled to figure that out, and this was from multiple different people. And then the second one I kept coming across was that they blast very loud music the whole day that you're on the trip. And people kept mentioning they were trying to go somewhere on the boat to get away from it a little bit, but it just is impossible. It's really loud, and it's just not something that interests me too much to be. Yeah, people are saying it's more of like a party boat thing, and so that's just not what I was looking for exactly. And kind of, I think we decided just not to do it here. So we'll skip out on that, which is a shame, because it sounds really cool. The tour like takes you to some islands, you get to walk around for a couple hours and swim, and they give you lunch for just 20-something dollars. But we're gonna be taking off anyways here in the next couple days, and we already had this Perge we wanted to come to today, and then I think I found a beach. We'll go just do that tomorrow and can just walk over there. It's about 30-minute walk from our hotel. Just in case you bring a car, I think these are the prices to park here. Already seeing some stuff just coming up to the entrance here. It might be the stadium or theater or something. Got our tickets and just entered. About $25, 45 cents for both of us. Looks like the theater, that big one over there, is closed. I don't know if it's always been closed or something's going on right now. But still have a stadium over here you can check out. Got some cranes here. It says these two old cranes were used years ago in the excavations of the ancient Roman remains at the ancient cities of Perge and City. The gray crane was purchased by Istanbul University to be used in excavations at Perge and was named Pehlevan, meaning the wrestler, and it was used between 1973 and 1995. The yellow crane was bought by Istanbul University to be used in restoration and excavation work at City for the reconstruction of the Temple of Apollo. After it had been used in the construction of the Oymapinar Dam, work began using this crane at the ancient city of City in 1986. It was given the name Sari Kiz, meaning blonde girl. The Southern Basilica. Christianity was accepted here in the first half of the 4th century AD. St. Paul came to Perge twice. That is mentioned in the Bible. Crazy. Not exactly sure where you're allowed to walk. Try to stay on the dirt here. Really cool design. Imagine what kind of things happen here. Hadrian's Arch. Says it was constructed during Emperor Hadrian's reign, 117 to 138 AD, by Plancia Magna. I'll come back and walk through it in a minute. This is the columned main street. Very long street. It's made it to the end, but it looks like it just splits off and keeps going. Okay, where should we go first?
Maybe up there. Like
Oh yeah, let's check that out. Really cool fountain coming up. water flowing in it?
Yeah, the sun said it flows all the way underneath this that whole long strip, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you can hear, yes, the sign did say the water goes all the way under that street we just walked over. Not the cleanest looking water. Yeah, that's crazy. It's still flowing through here though. I guess 3,000 years later maybe? I don't know exactly when this was built. See what this says here. The nymph, I have no idea how to say that. I'm gonna try. Standing on the southern slope of the Acropolis to the north of Main Column Street, the structure is a U-shaped Nymphian gate complex of 2 stories constructed of limestone. It is 21 meters wide, and the first floor, which has in part survived today, reaches 8.60 meters in height, with the second floor 4.80 meters high. The Acropolis can be reached via 2 passages covered by slab vaults on either sides of the facade where the main fountain is located. The wings were constructed adjacent to these passages and positioned forward. The fountain in the center still standing today and has a triple arched niche in the first floor, with the middle niche larger than the other 2. The river god Kestros is placed at the back in front of the window niche on the balcony-shaped facade. I'll walk up there in a sec. I don't know if I should try to read all everything. Is that a Roman pipe? I wonder if the things around it at least are old. Wow, this is crazy. Getting a tad bit hard to tell if we're still on the site. But we saw some people up at the end of this, so hasn't been any signs saying to stop. Well, got up here and it was just that viewpoint. Nothing really to see besides looking down on everything. There was still some dirt trails going off, but no signs or anything saying. I don't know if there's stuff to see over there, or if that's just someone's walk path from coming to work or whatever. It is getting pretty hot, so I would say if you don't really care for just a slightly higher view of this, no need to hike up there. Look at this. That's cool. things over here. This is the Western Street. Some still painted floors, it looks like.
Сколько лет, наверное?
5-6 век нашей.
Наши? Красиво сделано.
С Троянской войны сцена.
As this was a gymnasium back behind this wall. Constructed by an independent person, they think, because it differs quite a bit from other Roman gymnasia. The Nymphion of Caracalla. Undiscovered during the Perge excavations that had continued since 1946, a monumental fountain was unearthed at the end of the columned Western Street during the excavations conducted by Antalya Museum in 2014, where the Western City Gate and the northern bath face each other. This monumental structure is today called the Caracalla Nymphion and has a front wall 15 meters long with a pole 2.50 meters deep. Hopefully you can see the text and read it if you'd like. Heading back down the street to the stadium, I think. Walking through Hadrian's Arch. Southern Bath. The Southern Baths complex is one of the city's two major bath complexes. It was excavated between 1978 and 1985. These baths are orientated, extending in sequence in a northeast to southwest direction without a symmetrical plan, consisting of four main sections. These sections here I won't butcher. dogs over there. This is what the floor looked like, I guess. All throughout here, maybe. Late Roman gate. Perge has 3 main gates. Those in the southwest and east, situated in the southern part of the city. 2 of them date from the Hellenistic and Roman periods. Nearly 72 meters long. The Septimius Severus Square is between these 2 gates. The gate, which is called the Roman Gate, and which is thought to have been built at the end of the 2nd century or at the beginning of the 3rd century AD, is one of the most impressive monuments of the city. Outside of the stadium. The letters are very weathered. It says it can seat approximately 12,000 people. Construction began in the 2nd half of the 1st century AD. So it kind of seems like this is just the bottom of the seating. Oh, this looks like an old entrance though. I was gonna say maybe this wasn't the way you usually entered, because it looked like that first one was just caved through. So that's the closed theater, the stadium there. Gates we went to, I think that's Hadrian's Arch. The bats there, I guess. And where the water fountain was. Past the long road. Guess maybe we could have gone further back there. Got real thirsty, stopped and got some water, and of course came across some ice cream. So, and back in the Aksu for probably hop back on the tram to back into Antalya and maybe grab a beer or something. Try my second attempt at finding Gabriel's beer. Stop to try some Turkish coffee. They give you some snacks and water because I think the coffee is intense. I was gonna let Arya make the coffee, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You know what you're doing?
No, I'm just trying to bury it, I guess.
Okay.
I think it's just really hot sand. It's really satisfying.
And now pour it.
Open.
it.
Look.
Okay, it's like
Oh,
bubbly.
it might start boiling.
Maybe 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
wild. Oh.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try the coffee. Very thick and sweet. It's nice. It's really good. Those might have been the best Turkish delights I've had. This place here. You can see the coffee grounds in there. Really thick at the bottom. So you don't drink that. Looks like there's a stage there for some concert for this festival that's going on. And so that coffee was really good. I think it was about $4.75. But they give you the coffee. The guy let us film, and it was really cool. And then they brought us a baklava sample and the 3 Turkish delight samples and a water. And yeah, it was really good. I think that was the best Turkish delights I've had as well. I don't know what the red one was like, some kind of tart berry, and it was really good. I think we got the medium sugar, I think he said, is how he likes it. So still really sweet, but the coffee's so intense that it kind of counteracts really nicely. Not having much luck finding the Bomonti Red Ale. Don't know if it's gonna happen. We're trying to just find it in stores now, but they only ever have the regular one.